But there's this narrative for those people that are enamored and infatuated and obsessed with ethnicity. They say that Tank only fights Hispanic fighters.
Hey.
Well, this is not really helping. Because I'm starting to think Tank is an old Trump fan. A Trump supporter. Because Trump said put a wall, forget a wall, man. Just put a tank there. Tank gonna stop all the motions at the borders. For my Hispanic brothers and sisters, particularly my Mexican brothers and sisters. It's crazy.
Hey.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Dr. PGNGM. Praise God to get money. Y'all know what it is, man. Back for another episode of Engineers to the Streets, man. The doctor's in the house, man. We here for the brand new banger, man. You know what it is. I always bringing it to you hot and ready. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Hey, so today, I just want to bring a short video to you. I know I always promise it's going to be short and not be long like one of them preachers at church. Be like, oh, we going to let out of church in 5 minutes.
2 hours later.
We still be here, but no, this time is gonna be short for real, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the video as always, man. Throw a like for your boy. The support goes a long way. You're trying to get monetized. But as some information and some news coming out from the Tank camp, which we love to hear, man. Short right there, man. That's the boy Tank, and sure enough, I covered this in in one of the previous videos. Quite a little minute ago, it was rumored that he was going to fight none other than this young man right here named Jose Rayo Valenzuela. But then it was like he kind of simmered down. Those talks kind of went down a little bit. And I think it was after Crawford beat Valenzuela. And then Valenzuela, of course, he came back and redeemed his loss and got the revenge. And he knocked him out.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
He felt like he was robbed in the first one that ended in a unanimous decision. He did not leave this one up to the judges. He knocked him out in definitive fashion. Yeah, he knocked him out, got him up out of there, and he wants to fight Tank. And so there's been a lot of rumors that Tank would fight him, and and then it died down, and then now it's back again, man. I just heard news this morning that apparently Rayo is back on Tank's radar, man. Abdul Tank Wahid, formerly known as Gervonta Davis, and yeah, man, man, so like it's just to me, I don't want him to fight him because it's not that I don't want Tank to fight him. Let me not say that. It's not that I don't want to fight him, but there's this narrative for those people that are enamored and infatuated and obsessed with ethnicity. They say that Tank only fights Hispanic fighters.
Hey.
Well, this is not really helping. Because I'm starting to think Tank is an old Trump fan. A Trump supporter. Because Trump said put a wall, forget a wall, man. Just put a tank there. Tank gonna stop all the motions at the borders. For my Hispanic brothers and sisters, particularly my Mexican brothers and sisters. It's crazy.
Don't make me laugh. Look.
But for real though, let me stop playing around. But for real, seriously though, so like this is not really helping the case, because if you look at Tank's resume, who has Tank fought, man? He done fought Isaac Cruz, Santa Cruz. That's 2 Cruzes. He done fought Hector Garcia, Ryan Garcia. He done fought Romero. And all these different Hispanic fight Barrios. I can go on and on and on. But but another thing, in all seriousness, shout out to all the fighters out there, man. We need to stop this, this race baiting and all this. I mean, there's only one. It's a human race.
Let our powers combine. Earth, fire, wind, water. By your powers combined, I am John Cena!
But all this ethnicity baiting and the complexion levels, no, it's not about that. If you really look at it from an objective standpoint, if you look at it and be objective, you know that when you're at the smaller weights classes, which is what Tank is at, lightweight and super lightweight and smaller, and you'll see a lot more of our Hispanic and Asian brothers and sisters down there. Down there at those lower weight divisions. So obviously due to the weight, that's why a lot of Hispanics are on his resume, of course. And I'm not saying that you won't get some African or European American or African American fighters there, but it's primarily comprised this is where you see a lot more dominant population of Asian and Hispanic fighters there. Of course, obviously, and the contrary, as you get to the larger weights, I'll say maybe like middleweight and above, that's where you start to see a lot more of our black fighters or white fighters and stuff like that, if you want to call them that, you know. But so that's where you'll see a lot more of them. I'm not saying that there's not some Hispanic. Of course, you got Big Bang Zhang, you know, out of China, he's Asian, and then you got Chris Areola and Andy Ruiz, who are American, but you know what I'm saying, they're descendants Hispanic. Yes, at heavyweights, just like you have at smaller weights, you have Jason Maloney and the smaller fighters, obviously Tank and stuff like that. So I'm not saying you always get a mixture, but there's a higher concentration of Hispanics and Asians at the lower weight divisions, and there's a higher concentrations of European descent and African descent fighters at the higher weight divisions. That's just common sense. If you know that, you watch boxing. If you watch boxing, you would know that. So I just want to stop all that right now, man. I don't care what you look like, as long as you're a good fighter, you're a good fighter. That's what I like to see, man. So I think I really think that Tank versus Rayo, I don't think Rayo is ready for him at all. I think Tank's just gonna be he's gonna feed that narrative.
Hey.
of him having something against Hispanics or only, and that's another thing too. When people say that, how does that sound? If you say that, oh, he's scared to fight certain complexion fighters or certain melanin level fighters, like he's scared to fight black fighters or African descent fighters, or he's scared to fight white fighters or European descent fighters. Are you trying to tell me that our Hispanic fighters are easier? Are you crazy? Have you heard of Juan Manuel Marquez? Have you ever David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez, who's considered the best boxer right now? The biggest boxer for sure. The best is probably Terence Crawford in a way, and Canelo, which is black. Hispanic, black, Asian, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a good mixture of boxing, but you just got to keep your eyes open, man. So there's some heavy hitters everywhere. Look at Josh Taylor. There's hitters everywhere. I'm not here to give a boxing class on nationality, ethnicities, but, you know what I'm saying, we got to stop with this. You know, when people bring up a lot of times people bring up this ethnic stuff, it's the demographics and stuff, it's usually a clear sign that they don't know what they're talking about. They're not really a fan of the sport, but, you know, they just have their own personal reasons, and they're projecting their inner thoughts on other people.
Nigga, you's a bitch!
So yeah, man, I think this would be a good fight, but I think Tank beats him, you know, not because of anything other than besides that Tank is a better fighter than Valenzuela, and I don't think he's ready for that type of competition yet, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my personal opinion. I'm still going to watch it, you know, I'm really big on Rayo. I would just prefer him not that Tank fight somebody else, you know. I prefer see him fight no disrespect to Rayo, but better competition, you know, and that doesn't matter who it is, you know. But I just think that Rayo, even his style is very complimentary towards Tank, you know. I think he comes forward and he relies on his power quite a bit. I'm not saying he doesn't have a boxing acumen, but I know this is something that Tank has seen before, and he's just gonna end up, I think he's gonna get up out of there. I'll be surprised if it goes past 7, man.
Damn. I'm sorry.
You know, that's just my opinion. Yeah, but let me know what y'all think, man, about that Tank fighting Rayo. Are y'all excited for it? Do you want to fight somebody? Of course, we want to see him fight Haney. Of course, we want to see him fight Teofimo. Of course, we want to see him fight Shakur. But they're obviously all their camps. I'm blaming all of them. I'm blaming Teofimo. I'm blaming Haney. I'm blaming Tank. I'm blaming Shakur. I'm blaming, you know, all except for Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is the only one that's trying to make it happen, and then I blame him for somehow ducking Haney due to the advisory of you know, the advice and the advice and the guidance of Floyd, you know, which is probably smart, you know. So just to build up another fight later. But Ryan Garcia is like the only one that's ready to fight them all, you know. Even Subriel Matias, you know, I like how he calls out everybody, but I'm not certain, you know. They had some rumors about his hand being hurt and not really being hurt and all this other stuff, which I believe. If someone said they hurt, I'm gonna believe them. But you know, there's a whole bunch of politics in boxing, so it's hard to tell who you could trust. But so I'm gonna just blame everybody, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I really appreciate y'all rocking with me as always. You know, there goes my Cash App there if you want to show some support while we get monetized. Help us get monetized, you know, by liking the video and coming through, man. I really appreciate it. All the love I've been getting has been tremendous so far. So God bless y'all. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next video, man. Appreciate y'all. We out. God bless. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.